It wasn't a matter of if I could get this movie a green light, but rather which studio I was going to allow to produce this film. In lesser hands, Jim might have never had this opportunity. Now, I'm not sure if you know how this business works, but studios have to be beaten over the head by a skilled agent like myself to understand the kind of opportunity they could miss out on.
So you take the credit for getting the film made.
Of course, who else?
Societal Suicide was mine. I made the contacts. I lined up Ubiquitous long before William or Wallace even entered the picture. That was my deal. God, I can't even feel you back there. Lean into it, for Christ's sake. That's better. You know, that bastard used me. He milked me dry and dropped me like a bad habit. You know, every night for 2 years straight, I dream of the 101 ways I'd like to kill that little shit. I miss those dreams. You know, he did the same thing to that poor bastard William Hastings.
So you felt no pressure starring in and directing your first feature?
Not at all. Not at all. I had a great casting crew that kept things running smoothly under my direct supervision.
But in the middle of your production, your producer, your mentor, William Hastings, left the project.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Now your teacher and guide.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the honest-to-God truth, I don't know why. I don't know if there was some hidden friction between William and the studio, but honestly, I was so wrapped up in the production that I didn't even realize he was gone. But I went to the studio. I threatened to shut down the production if he didn't come back. But in the end, there was really nothing I could do.
That must have been devastating.
That's an understatement. I lost my on-set tutor. I felt lost for days. I really missed him and vowed in the future to fight harder for decision-making powers. But in the end, like I said, there was really nothing I could do.
BS, BS, BS. That brown-nosing little gerbil up my tush, he fired me.
So you think that he had some part in your being let go from the film?
Some part? Charlie, what planet are you living on? It was all him. He fired me. I'm sorry. You've always been one of my favorites. But this egg-sucking little weasel, okay, he used me to get the green light on his picture, to pick up a few pointers, and then to the curb, me. You know, he wanted a yes man around, someone he could control. But that kind of thing, it just turns around and bites you on the tush.
Well, do you think, given enough time, that forgiveness might someday be possible?
Oh, Charlie, you know, I am not the young Turk I used to be. In terms of this industry, I'm an old man. I don't know how much time I have. My one remaining wish in life is...
A chance at reconciliation?
No. To outlive him so I can piss on his grave.
Yes, it was very uncomfortable taking over the producer position of Societal Suicide in the middle of filming. Not to mention filling the sizable shoes of Mr. Hastings.
Oh, yes. Was there any tension on the set after James fired William?
I didn't say he fired him.
Didn't he?
Well, I really don't think I can talk about that. No, he didn't. No.
Yes, we were all saddened when William left the film, especially my client.
But wasn't James the one who fired him?
That is an unsubstantiated rumor.
So you're saying James didn't fire him?
I'm saying it'd be unprofessional for me to comment. This is a very private and delicate matter reflecting several highly respected individuals, and as such, I'm obligated to withhold my comments as much as I feel the need to shield my client against these unjust rumors. I just feel it's inappropriate for anyone to discuss the details.
James fired the old geezer.
So, Societal Suicide comes out, your first film, it's a hit. It's a runaway hit. Critics love it, audiences love it. You're a star. You say, what do I do next? How do I follow it?
Nightmare's Tantrum.
Nightmare's Tantrum. Why? Well, what can we expect?
Well, it's dangerous. It's avant-garde. It's about 135 minutes.
You rewrote the Hollywood structure of this one,
yes,
didn't you?
yes, on and off screen.
Now, what were you thinking? Now, I'm James Denby. I made Societal Suicide. I'm ready to make my second film my way, trust me.
Sure.
And the studio bought it.
Completely.
Yeah. And yet now, here we are now, nearly 2 years later. You've already started production on your new project, The Turn.
The Turn, yeah.
And yet you still haven't finished Nightmare's Tantrum.
Finished it last week.
Oh.
I'm screening it for the studios tomorrow.
And surely you've already shown them a rough cut and dailies.
No. No, I had complete autonomy.
Complete?
Yes. Yes. I had complete control since day one. This is a revolutionary film. And the only way to stay true to my vision was to have no outside interferences. No dailies, no rough cuts, no focus groups, just a finished film. My film.
Fuck L'Amato, fuck Ovitz, fuck Huvain. I am a god. You hear me, Chuck? After Societal Suicide, I asked Jim what he wanted for his next film. He said everything. I got him more. No studio involvement, no dicking with the scripts, no screenings, no interference in post, nothing. Hell, Costner and Gibson would have given their left nut for a deal like that. I had Dorwitz bent over the desk, hitting the high notes, baby.
Well, Societal Suicide was a huge success for us, and I felt that James had earned the right to have a little more freedom on Nightmare's Tantrum.
But you gave him an unprecedented level of control, essentially relinquishing all studio input in the film. You must have done this with considerable trepidation.
Well, you're talking about what I consider to be the most gifted actor and director of this generation. It was a way of investing in his immense talent.
But aren't you concerned about the risk?
Well, if you're not willing to put your butt on the line sometimes, you're in the wrong business. Yes, it's a risk, but I know that Nightmare's Tantrum is about as close as you can get to a sure thing.
It was around that time that I asked if I could have James's consent to produce a documentary that focused on him. I explained that it would involve following him around extensively with a camera crew. I knew full well only someone with an ego the size of a two-family wiki-up would even consider such an intrusion. He agreed, and the timing could not have been better.
Can he do the job? Okay, he can do the job, but can he get the job?
What's up? You want to see me?
Let me call you back.
What's up?
You've really done it, haven't you?
What?
Nightmare's Tantrum?
Yeah, what about it?
It sucks.
Yeah, well, so does your wife. And quite well, I might add.
Jokes. Great. Our careers are over and you're making jokes.
Alex, it's not going to happen. It's in my contract, no revisions.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. The studio isn't making any revisions.
Damn right they're not. Wait. You bastards going to sit on my film till I cave, right?
James, they buried the film.
I see. Skip the summer release, maybe add on a happy tearjerker ending for Christmas and then throw it out there? No. It's not going to happen.
They buried the film.
Well, what happens? Some bean counter upstairs has a slight fear that according to this spreadsheet, the film's not going to open like it should?
James, you're not listening. They buried the film. Literally.
What?
The only person who can watch that film now is Jimmy Hoffa.
Why?
Because you made the worst fucking film of all time! Bad can be fixed with a recut. God awful can be fixed with a reshoot. But Nightmare's Tantrum is so fucking bad that the sweet Lord Jesus himself could descend out of the heavens, place both hands directly on those cans, say the sweetest prayer ever spoken on the face of the earth, and it would still be the biggest piece of shit ever made.
Call this guy the Hammer. Why you got a hit on Chicky Love back there? What are you doing?
Oh, all I did was I asked her if she was single, she married, she never ring on. Whoa. James.
Jim. Mr. Denby.
Hi.
Well.
Amazing. Truly amazing. You are very talented.
Incredible.
Extremely talented man.
Thank you.
Oh, let me introduce us. My name is Harold Gallucci, and these are my brothers, Tommy and Nicky.
Pleasure.
We're producers from back east.
How you doing?
New York.
Yeah, no, Austin. Copy. James, if I may, huh? Everything that comes out of L.A. is shit.
Complete. Present company excluded.
Right.
Of course.
Yes,
of
certainly.
course.
I mean, you won't believe what we just heard. We just heard some movie out there just literally got canned in the dirt, like burying with shovels and all that. Under the dirt,
Can
the
you
actual
believe
film.
that? Right in
It's
the ground.
craziness.
Right in the
there.
ground.
But we produce films that people can connect with. Oh, yeah. Our characters are real. Our stories truly mean something.
Complex. Yeah, moving.
That's
Yes.
great. You know what, guys? The next time I'm in Austin, I'll look you guys up.
Oh, that's great.
Well, that's terrific then. Hey,
Right
call.
there's a
Give us a
personal
call.
number on each one of those.
Yeah.